On Kiwi.
Splash of trash.
Splashing the trash, it's Nick Bhasin from OK Magazine, okmagazine.com.au. Good morning, Nick.
Morning, Wammo.
Morning. Now, first up, Roman Polanski. He's been set free, Nick.
Yes, it was quite surprising. Switzerland had been holding on to him. He'd been under house arrest for a while now, and but it turns out they're not going to hand him over to the U.S. on that statutory rape charge.
He's had a lot of Hollywood celebs and friends lobbying on his behalf, isn't he?
Yeah, it's been kind of controversial because, it is a crime. He did have sex with a 13-year-old girl, and then fled the country. But people jumped to his defense because of the slightly shady activities of the judge at the time, who may have been a bit of a fame seeker. And he issued he said thank you to all his supporters, thanking them from the bottom of his heart. And he has great satisfaction. Massive thanks to everyone, he says. But the Switzerland didn't want to return him over because there may be a fault in the case.
Right, and
but the U.S. isn't done, they say.
They're not done, so they'll still try and extradite him, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe they might even send in troops.
Yeah. Paratroopers. It's all on.
Yeah, it could get even uglier. Stay tuned.
Mel Gibson, talk about ugly. Gosh, we talked about him, what was it, last week? It gets even worse this week.
It's still going. It's not sure. There's no end in sight as of now, as more and more details come out about the case in between him and his ex-girlfriend, Oksana. A third audio tape has been released. Have you heard these tapes?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, there's definitely something.
Is it definitely him?
It definitely sounds a lot like him, but of course, everything, since his lawyer denied that it was him, so we have to say allegedly, because we can't say that it was him definitely, but it does sound a lot like him, and the tapes have been acknowledged by Oksana, although she says she didn't release them. Anyway, now she's offering up her 12-year-old son with actor Timothy Dalton of James Bond fame as a witness, and he may have seen some nastiness between Mel and Oksana. She's, of course, accusing him of punching her in the face and chipping a tooth.
Yes.
And he's accusing her of shaking their 8-month-old baby too hard.
He's certainly got some anger issues going on there.
He does. He supposedly has been in therapy, though, so, well, who knows?
That's the path to redemption right there. Big apology and some therapy. All is forgiven.
You can never go wrong with a little bit of therapy. That's my motto.
And some tears. Finally, talking about tears, been a few tears from Lindsay Lohan. She's packing her toothbrush, I understand.
Yes. Just after we spoke last week, she was sentenced to 90 days in jail for violating her probation. She skipped out on 9 alcohol education classes, which is apparently a big no-no. They sound great. I would take them whether I was on probation or not. But so she has to turn herself over by July 20th. She was spotted reading a book called Toxic Friends, The Antidote for Women Stuck in Complicated Relationships.
Right.
And but she might be getting back together with her ex, Samantha Ronson. They were out, seen out at dinner. And everyone's coming forward saying, including people like Kelly Osbourne, saying that she needs a wake-up call and she's lost.
That sister needs a wake-up call, Nick.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
Nick Bhasin from OK Magazine. Those stories in the magazine out next week. Also online, okmagazine.com.au.